Sao biết hay
Thọt thì múc, quay từ thọt đi. Thêm đời sai cho nó này. Ngay đọc quân năng là rộp rồi luôn. Nơi chụp con cái trộm này mà này, cái trộm này mà này của mình là vơ, dứt không phân đâu.
Vãi na ba mà chụp vô kia.
Không beli, ai cũng mơ phật.
Mà đi quạt.
Beli giống kia, cái mẹ nói beli giống con sai. Mẹ tàu bay dưới nữa. Đây, thôi. Ba.
To TV and HK. Okay. At least can't believe what to support ជួយគ្រប់គ្រងខាងក្រៅមានសុខភាពបងគាត់ជួយដល់ម៉ោង7កន្លះបង
chơi vô lúc chơi tao này gì
ជួយយក
Vô là một tiền.
ខ្ញុំច្រើនដែរ
Xong ta đi gọi cho nó riêng đường về.
Linh cho thấy về đó
Rồi cái thằng trong chia phải quay
thank you
xong lại nâng đỡ vậy.
ok lại nâng mở cho
Luôn riêng lại nâng đỡ.
trong sông tuần chơi pin đấy tuần chơi quân mới tuần chơi mai về tuần chơi nâng ăn đấyครับtrong sông cam tuần chơi thành ra pin
នេះជាសកម្មភាពកាយវិកម្មដល់របស់អាដាមប្រធានលោកធានសំស៊ីនេះខាងនេះទូទៅ NHK នេះក៏ជំនួយបានគាត់ទៅអស់គ្នា
សូមជួយមកការគាត់ណាគេអាចជួយបានបងយកដល់ទៅជប៉ុន ថ្ងៃនេះលោកជំទាវលោកជំទាវមក
Ok, sắp thua. Tầng 3.
ចេញទៅជូនតាមរយៈមួយ
ខាងនេះទទួលនេះចាំអន្តរជាតិ
នេះមកជួយបានទេឲ្យបានទៅទៀតបានឲ្យលោកនៅអានម្នាក់តាមគឺដល់នេះដល់មកតាមតា
Ồ, anh chăng hả?
Ba.
Cắn. អូខេចឹងយើងអាច
ពីពួកយើងកំពុងការ
ឥឡូវយើងថតជុំនេះ
ជួបជុំគ្នា
ចាចាំយូរនេះអរឥឡូវគាត់ចង់សួរខ្លីៗ
នេះជានេះគឺជាសំណួរខាងលើទូរស័ព្ទ NHK
I hope you
កាន់លើទី
are grateful time in Japan. And I'm a reporter of NHK Yamaguchi, and I want to interview in this visit about this visit. And at first, please tell me your main purpose in this visit to Japan.
First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the Japanese people and the Japanese government for your support for democracy in Cambodia, for your help for development of Cambodia. Japan is probably the country
យើងញ័រទី
which
វា
has
ថតយកដៃ
done the most for Cambodia over the last 25 years. So it is a great honor for me to be in Japan today, and it is a very great pleasure to meet many friends in Japan.
In this visit, what do you want to talk to the Japanese people and the Japanese government? What do you want to?
My purpose with my colleagues, we are all elected members of parliament. We want to expose the situation in Cambodia to the Japanese people, the Japanese
សម្រាប់នឹងវល់គេអត់សួរយូរទេគេសួរបន្តិចសិនអញ្ចឹងអរគុណច្រើនបងដែលបានប្រាប់
so that they can understand better what is really happening in Cambodia.
បងក៏ដែរ
Especially, what do you want to talk about the current situation in Cambodia?
We believe that Japan can help restore democracy in Cambodia. Japan is in a unique position right now to help restore democracy in Cambodia, to put back on track the democratic process that derailed last year. Since last year it derailed. And Japan was at the beginning to help the democratic process with the Paris Peace Agreement 1991 with Mr. Yasushi Akashi as the head of UNTAC, United Nations Transitional Authority in Cambodia, and we will never forget the sacrifice made by two Japanese citizens, a UN volunteer and a civil policeman who gave their life to help establish peace and democracy in Cambodia.
Please tell me, and please tell to Japanese audience, how do you estimate current situation in Cambodia?
I am still very hopeful. Anything can happen in Cambodia anytime, given the right environment and given the right support from the international community. Japan has played a prominent role over the last not only 25 years, I would say over the last 30 years to help achieve national reconciliation, to help establish a dialogue between different parties, different factions. They come to the negotiation table and they reach a political solution, a peaceful political solution whereby we can all work together with the support of Cambodia's friend all over the world like Japan to ensure peace, stability, development based on democracy in Cambodia.
And in this several years, Hun Sen regime so strictly banned CNRP activities. in this situation, how do you feel that? And what do you want to ask to Japanese government?
We will ask Japan, and I think Japan is already doing proceeding in the right way, is to ensure that the next election set for 29th of July this year, in 3 months, the next election will be free and fair with the participation of the only opposition party that is really credible and viable, which is the CNRP. So Japan has understood very well that any election without the participation of the opposition CNRP is meaningless, is useless, and could lead to instability, because any government that would be formed following illegitimate election, that government will be illegitimate in itself, and this will have unpredictable consequences in the situation of Cambodia, because Cambodia needs a government that represents the whole Cambodian people in order to ensure democracy and stability. But without democracy, there can be no stability.
But the Japanese government still plan to support the general election of Hun Sen regime. Unfortunately, how do you feel that?
The Japanese government has a lot of leverage. As I have just said, Japan has been playing a prominent role. Japan is one of the largest donor countries. Without assistance from Japan, Cambodia cannot achieve a good and strong development. But what is most important, Japan is the oldest democracy in Asia and the largest democracy in East Asia. So we look up to Japan as a model of democracy. We don't copy, we don't want to follow the US, the European Union, but Japan is the example that we should follow in terms of democracy in respect for human rights.
What do you want to? What kind of Japanese law do you want in this general election?
I think Japan can show the way, can support the democratic process, even though not in a loud manner. But Japan is very active and very effective in discreet diplomacy, in talking quietly behind the scene. This can be, and I think is more effective than a loud diplomacy.
You mean you have a great expectation or great hope for Japan, right?
Very much so. This is not the first time. 20 years ago, following a military coup d'etat, Japan helped establish or re-establish the dialogue. And this was the re-establishment of the peace and the democratic process. So 20 years later, meaning now, there is not a military coup d'etat, a constitutional coup, whereby the constitution is suspended, whereby the democratic process has completely derailed. So, like in 20 years ago, Japan has now helped put back on track the democratic process that has derailed.
Thank you very much for your time.
Ok, អញ្ចឹងគ្នាយើងចូលមកជួបគ្នាម្ដងហើយយើងបញ្ចប់កម្មវិធីនេះដើម្បីជួយគាត់
Something.
Yeah. So
shooting the scene or talking to each other.
we are talking actually.
How do you feel about Japan? Is this a second time in Japan?
I have been many times because before being involved in politics, I was a banker. I was an investment banker. I came very often when I was younger to invest in Kabuto.
Oh, Kabuto. I hope you are success in this trip to Japan.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much for your time.
អញ្ចឹងគ្នាយើងគឺជុំគ្នាថតមកប៉ុខ្ញុំទៅពីចាំថតជុំនេះហើយបញ្ចប់ហើយចូលមក
បងចូលអស់ហើយខ្ញុំថត
យើងចូលដល់មកគ្នាយើងចូលដល់សុំទៅម្នាក់បានបណ្ដោយអូខេបញ្ចប់បានហើយគាត់ជួយចូល
អរគុណច្រើន